Joining us now, tech policy analyst Will Tebow for the Heritage Foundation. Your reaction to that story? It's good to see you, Will.
Thanks, Liz. It's striking testimony, but I hope it's the last testimony the U.S. Congress needs to take some action here. And you're right, we don't know. We don't know if it's one Chinese spy who worked at Twitter. We don't know if there are dozens. We don't know because there is no law that actually respects the nature of digital life in the 21st century. And
but they're setting the national conversation, right? Helping to, right?
They certainly are, but I think that's all the more reason why there has to be some basic rules of the road, transparency requirements, minimum standards of respect for privacy and user data that are established by Congress. Because the quote from there was telling. They're always going to, the companies themselves are always going to err on the side of growth. Even if it means hiring more foreign agents, even if it means exposing more user data. And it's a lawmaker's job, as far as Heritage is concerned.
So you allow Chinese agents on as you shadow ban conservatives. That's a heck of a business model. You know, I'd like your reaction to this. Twitter, by the way, is calling Zatko's description of events a false narrative. Let's get your reaction to more of the fireworks that happened today. Watch this.
Twitter leadership is misleading the public, lawmakers, regulators, and even its own board of directors. The company's cybersecurity failures make it vulnerable to exploitation, causing real harm to real people. And when an influential media platform can be compromised by teenagers, thieves, and spies, and the company repeatedly creates security problems on their own, this is a big deal for all of us.
4,000-ish employees would have had access to live user data all over Twitter.
We've learned that personal data from Twitter users was potentially exposed to foreign intelligence agencies. India was able to place at least 2 suspect foreign assets within Twitter. FBI notified Twitter of at least one Chinese agent in the country, a company, I should say.
Will, okay, you heard that, right, Will? So thousands of Twitter workers can find out users' exact location every day to maybe dox them, who knows? And Chinese agent and foreign agents work at Twitter behind the scenes?
It is shocking. And it's not simply a location or what data a user puts on Twitter, but it's all of the other applications that a user might have on the same phone as Twitter. And you know, I find it a little funny that some senators were so concerned. What do you mean by that?
Wait, stay with me on that. You're saying that if you have the Twitter app on your phone, that they can access other apps on your phone?
Right. Cross-app tracking allows an application like Twitter to understand what else you do on your iPhone, which means they might have access to a Google search that takes place on that same phone. Or maybe you're a young woman checking a pregnancy app. Maybe you're checking your bank account. All of that information is accessible because of the nature of cross-app tracking that happens almost by default on so many phones.
So why would foreign agents want that information?
We don't know. I mean, perhaps they're able to collect so much data that they can identify the phones that are on U.S. military bases near secure facilities. And who knows what Bluetooth signals they're able to use to garner sensitive information. Maybe they're able to hijack accounts to create mass panic in an instance of political instability.
Stay on this. So
in the United States.
If I work at the Pentagon, right, and I have Twitter on my phone, and it's somebody who's a foreign asset is inside Twitter, I'm just speculating here, hypothetically, they could look at a defense worker's other apps that they're accessing?
If they're using those apps on the phone with their Twitter app, yes. And at the very least, by virtue of that defense employee using Twitter and having a Twitter account, the Chinese spy knows that person works at the Pentagon. And maybe that flags for the Chinese government through this Twitter employee that's a person worth pursuing, worth finding out more about. And I think the threats are untold. It's exactly the fact that we don't know, which is so scary. And it's not just the Chinese. This is a threat all Silicon Valley companies pose to Americans because their access to private user data is essentially unregulated. And it's threatening from the Chinese. It's also threatening from these tech oligarchs who are trying to impose a certain ideology on Americans. And we should be concerned about both.
Interesting. Great interview, Will. Thank you so much for your insights.